Mimic made 50 times more money at the box office worldwide than Devil's Backbone, but Devil's Backbone I loved more. What happened is, what I do think is intriguing is, in the past, there was either success on the critical front or in the economical front, but never really came together. And it is my hope that that is not viewed as one movie was more successful than another by either camp.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, that movie, because I love Blade 2 with a passion.
Sure.
You know, but I cannot explain people that I like Blade 2 more than I like Chronos.
Yeah.
Personally.
There are people who will look at you aghast after doing Hellboy, even, you know, and Hellboy wasn't the biggest movie of the year.
Yeah.
But even after doing Hellboy and then saying, "Oh, I want to go and make this film Pan's Labyrinth," you know, because people
there was a lot of time when people. I mean, I remember the first review out of Cannes on the net for Pan's Labyrinth is. It was a very genuine review on the net. Somebody saying, "Well, it ain't Blade 2. You know, it doesn't have great, cool villains like Cronin and Hellboy."
Yeah.
It's true.
And I find a lot of the time, the people that like the movies hate others.
I mean, is it the case then that obviously with kind of films like Blade 2 and Hellboy and then Devil's Backbone and Pan's Labyrinth, do you kind of think in your mind you approach them exactly the same way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they're different in the sense that I will not try to, you know, for example, in Devil's Backbone, my approach to a violence, or in Pan's Labyrinth, my approach to a violent scene, or an explosion even, I know I'm not shooting it for spectacle.
Yeah.
I know I'm shooting it for emotional impact, and I'm not going for it to be textured the same way or told in the same way with the camera. For example, in Pan's Labyrinth, each of the deaths, as the movie progresses, is told in a simpler and simpler and simpler and simpler way with the camera. In a Hollywood film, each scene has to try to be spectacle in a way, and I know that. And even then, there are really strange. I would even dare say idiosyncratic moments in Blade or in Hellboy that go against the grain. I mean, the fact that Nomak can have an intimate scene with his father before he kills himself, essentially after fighting with Blade, that's not the normal villain ending. The normal villain ending, which was demanded at some point on Blade 2, is let him have a great one-liner and let Wesley have a greater one-liner and dispatch him. You know, like suck on this, whatever, and you know, and I refused.